video now, because when you do like the initial setting up the stream thing on a phone, you can kind of see what it's gonna look like, but it's not like super helpful because everything's like grayscale and you can't really see what's in focus. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna adjust the table a little. Hopefully that'll make it easier for you guys to see. I know this is a little bit early for me to be starting. Hey, Popcorn Wizard. I think the wow is because I actually started at a not crazy hour, isn't it? If I'm reading that correctly. Super early? Yes, I'm trying to do better. We'll see how long this continues, but it's something I'd like to be better about, is making my streams actually predictable. Okay. Let's get the music started. There we go. I'm going to pop out the chat real quick. There we go. And I think I'm going to turn the music down a bit because I can't think right now. There we go. Okay, there we go. You got the baby set? I did. So basically what happened is... Oops, my thing is not muted. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so basically what happened is I was going to the Lego store with my wife, and she has this wonderful habit of convincing me to buy things. And I was like, oh, I don't need to buy that, but it is going to go up in price, so if I'm going to. And then she's like, yeah, you should buy it. And I'm like, yes. So that's what happened. So I am now the proud owner of a Lego Space Baby. We're going to build a few Bible builds first, just so that we have more people joining in the stream. But yeah, so how have you been, Popcorn Wizard? How are you doing? It is good to see you. Go. This song reminds me a little bit of the Mario Kart like news theme. I'm not really sure why. There we go. Please call you Fluid. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, it's confusing me because they've changed how it works on the chat. But yes, I'll go back to calling you Fluid. I wasn't sure if you changed it yourself or not. There we go. Welcome to the stream, Rhonda. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. We're going to be doing some custom builds in the stream, as well as we're going to be building the Lego Space Baby. That's actually behind me, but the glare is really bad. Can I fix that? Let's see. The glare is just... Oh, wait. There we go. Now the glare is not as bad. We can see him in the background. Popcorn Wizard is your surname. Gotcha. Okay. I was being very formal then. Okay, so in the meantime, before I get to the next builds, this one, it's a simple build, but it's for the Bible book build series. This is for the book of Joel, because the book of Joel is all about the day of the Lord and how it, and in basically a judgment day, and it's symbolized by a famine and by a plague of locusts. So I've got a bunch of locusts eating this stalk of wheat, is what I've got here. It's a little bit different, but I'm trying to make sure that not every single one of my Bible book builds is just, is all minifig scale. I like to vary it up a little bit. I think for Proverbs I did an ant, so this means that there are 2 Bible book builds that are bugs. Oh, Fluid, you have a new icon? Let me have a look at that. Oh, nice. I like that. That's cool, Fluid. I didn't realize that you had videos on your channel. I'm gonna have to watch those later. I'm glad you like it. I was a little bit worried. This is one of those builds where I don't usually build at this scale, so I was worried it wouldn't look good. But I think it's turning out okay. So if you think it looks good, I think we're in a good spot then. And if I remember correctly, I think it's Amos next. And then Jonah. Jonah's the last easy one we have for a while. Because for all the Bible book builds, we're up to a lot of the prophets. And the prophets are a little tricky. But I'm just going to double check. Hey, Owie, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. And welcome, Patricia. Glad to have you here. Just going to put this build away real quick, and then I'll be right back. I'll be like 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay. Patricia, please refrain from swearing or taking God's name in vain in the chat, please. This is a Christian channel, so please, no foul language. This is a family-friendly stream. Oh, it's translating it for me. That's why. Oh, thank you for apologizing. I appreciate that. I don't expect people to know the rules before they get here, so no, you are not a terrible person. Okay, so let me pull up my prompt for the next build. Let's see. Okay, so we are going to be getting to the Space Baby in a moment. We're just doing the Bible book builds first. So, let's see. Okay. I should have pulled up my reference images first, but that's okay. Okay. I believe it's Amos that's next. Okay, it is Amos next. Oh, it's Amos, Obadiah, then Jonah. I can't remember what Obadiah is about.
It's like 2 pages long.
Oh, it is the really short one, yeah.
It's one of the shortest books. It is the shortest book of the Bible.
Yeah, I think with,
You could do him hiding all the prophets.
yeah. My wife's also right there around the corner. She gives me good ideas. Let's see. What I find really interesting, Patricia, is that, so when I look at your comments on my phone, it automatically translates them to English. But when I look at them on my computer, it's in your other language, but it switches back and forth. It's very confusing. It's fine, I'm trying to remind myself. Okay. So now we're looking at the book of Amos. This is how I do my Bible book builds, is I look up summaries of them and then study them and make sure that the builds are correct. Okay, this one's going to take a lot of research, so we might actually start the Space Baby now, because it's a lot of prophecy and I'm going to have to study that up a little bit. So we're going to work on the Space Baby, which I'm very excited for. I found it at Bricks and Minifigs with my wife, and it was $45. It's an exclusive set, so I'm excited to be able to build it. I don't have very many, like, special order exclusive Lego sets. I've got 3, I think. Yeah, I think I've got 3 gift with purchase sets, but this one I am very excited for. Okay. So, your keyboard's in Korean, but you wish you were Wait, do you just learn Korean just because you can? That's pretty cool. Unfortunately, I only speak English as a first and second language. Could I have that knife, please, babe? Thank you.
I'm trying to let you safe.
Thank you. I appreciate that. There we go. Thank you for coming back, Fluid. Glad to have you here again. We are now beginning construction of the Space Baby. Which now means that since they're making the giant buildable fig of an adult spaceman, that I'm going to have to buy that now. So, what a dilemma. I have to buy more Lego Space. Here's the box. Usually I like throw them away immediately. I am going to use the box for a skit though. So I'm actually not going to throw it across the room today. Even though that is one of my favorite things to do. So I'm just going to place that ceremoniously over here. And Fluid has said do. Okay, how long was it? It was 10 minutes, babe. So till someone said do.
You never put in.
I didn't put in the guess.
So I went on.
So you went automatically, yeah.
Dang.
Well, I better grab my Mountain Dew since it has been demanded. Which is not a complaint, by the way. Mountain Dew, hashtag do the do, hashtag sponsored, not sponsored, hashtag my hobby and channel are a little expensive, so please sponsor me. Do the do. Ah, yes. Okay. Fluid, any new hints? Not yet, but we're actually very close to when, expect in the next, I'd say by the end of this week, if progress goes good for filming, because I should have at least 2 days where I can animate most of the day, then expect some shorts where I'll start giving hints, either late this week or early next week. So that'll be coming up soon. Scott, did you just say 6'7" in my chat? How dare you? How could you? Oh, man. Yes, Fluid, like, it's getting close. And I am predicting that once we have the, like, actual videos teasing new hints, I'm, like, 99% sure you'll figure it out. I don't know if you'll necessarily get it on, like, the first one, but there's no way that when I get to the title reveal that you won't already have a pretty good idea of what I'm doing. Because you've already, like, done some, like, major Sherlock Holmes detective work on, like, 2 hints. So, I do not foresee you having too much trouble with those hints that'll be coming up. It's actually, I can't say that one yet. This is the problem with having so many projects going on at once, is that I keep forgetting which ones I can talk about and which ones I can't. But also, there's some other stuff that'll be coming up. Hey, Alex, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. We're building the Space Baby today. Let me get without glare. There we go. Space Baby. Not a big set, but I'm really excited to build him. And then I'll probably name him. Excuse me. There we go. Let's see. Patricia, you're awesome. Thank you. You're awesome too. Thank you for hanging out with us today. It's always fun to see new faces in the stream. And that just makes me think, I'm sure that most of you in the chat have seen the movie Megamind, when at the beginning Metro Man's like talking to everybody, and then one of them just goes, "I love you, Metro Man," and they just turns out, "I love you too, random citizen." That movie is so quotable. One of the best movies of all time right there. Let's see. Alex, I built the Sonic car and the Nether End Portal set last night. Man, those are the sets we built last stream. Did you do that on purpose? Or did you just, like, actually... That's really funny. Oh, we did talk about Megamind the other day, didn't we? It's a good movie. We can talk about it more than once. There we go. Yeah, I'm very excited for the secret project to be done because it's going to look very cool once it is finished. In fact, I might actually be able to animate a little bit of that tonight. once the stream is done, since we are starting early. I don't see this stream going on until 1 o'clock in the morning. That'd be pretty intense. Did I drop a piece? Oh, there it, no. There it is, it was sideways. It's extremely rare that Lego's actually missing a piece, so I try not to assume that when I can't find something. I assume the mistake lies with me. Let's see. Demon Bacon new set, though. Yes, this is, well, I mean, I think the set technically came out last year, but it's new to me. It's a gift with purchase set, so I bought it at Bricks and Minifigs. You can only really buy this secondhand at this point, but it was still boxed, so. Let's see. Let's see. Fluid, is the video a sport? It is not a sport. I can definitely say that. I can confirm it is not a sport. Though I have had ideas for sport videos before. This one I don't mind saying because I wouldn't make this one a secret project. I've really thought it would be fun to make my own Space Jam video one day. Because I've got all the Looney Tunes minifigs. I just need to figure out how to do it. You can see my Mountain Dew. Yes, I like to keep it in a prominent place for my Wish sponsors. One day, maybe. There we go. Ricardo, you playing Mad Max right now? I forgot that Mad Max was also a game. I thought it was just the movies. Haven't seen them. I just know that there's like a desert and like really edgy looking apocalypse cars. That's about the extent of my knowledge of it. Thank you for your support, Demon Bacon. I appreciate that. North Tower, do I sell Lego? No, I do not. I buy it, and then I animate with it. Or I make videos about it. Just Lego videos in general. I like Lego as a hobby. I'm not buying it to sell it later. I like to have it because I like it, and also it's fun to animate with. I think I've traded a couple Lego sets before. I think I traded my Bionicle collection just because I don't animate Bionicle, and I liked it as a kid, but I'm not a huge Bionicle fan now. Not that it's awful, just not my thing. And then I do have a Lego set that I'll probably build it in a stream sometime soonish. That's a old Lego Ferrari set. It's cool, but it's something I would never animate, and I don't plan to display it. And the pieces that, like, I already have a ton of, so I'm like, I might trade that one in so I can get a newest set at Bricks and Minifigs. But as a general rule, I don't sell my Lego. Should I eat a lizard in the game? It's one of the only foods. I don't have a point of reference for what this video game is. Like, can you get food poisoning in this game? Like, I have no way to know. Let's see, Bacon. Honestly, I dream to become an animator. I've done some stop motion. Yeah, it's one of those things. Sorry, I was just making sure I was reading all the context of the message. One thing I would say is don't expect it to happen in a day. I've been doing this channel for about 8 years now. Now, granted, I haven't been taking it super seriously that whole time. I'd say the last 2 and a bit, maybe 3 years is when I've been really like, I could do this as a career one day. So it takes a lot of work. So it's one of those things, you'll probably have to have a day job if you want to like make a living off of YouTube animating. But like there are schools for animation if you're talking about like animating like for a studio or something like that. So there's so many ways you can go with it. So do your research, take your time, and make sure that you enjoy it. Because animation is something that takes a really long time, regardless of what kind. I don't care if it's hand-drawn, CGI, stop motion, claymation. I don't care if you animate with paper. It takes a long time, a very, very long time. So if you're going to do it, you need to love what you're doing. Otherwise, it is mind-numbingly boring. Because I've taught stop motion classes before, And it doesn't matter if it's an adult or a kid, if they're not enjoying stop motion, it's gonna be like the most soul crushing thing they can do, because you sit there for hours and then you make like a couple seconds of footage. But it's funny because now that like I've done a lot of stop motion, I'll have days where like I work all day and make like almost no footage, and then the other day in like half an hour I made a second of footage, which is relatively fast. So, and the shot turned out pretty well, I think. Let's see. Going back to the Mad Max game, you can't get food poisoning. Okay, then yeah, then eat the lizard. Then I guess. Thoughts on AI Lego stop motion? I have a one-word thought on that. No. Okay, moving on to the next question. Let's see. You want me to do YouTube share YouTube as a side gig? That's a great way to start off. Chris, how come you are mirrored? It's the default setting on live stream. I don't know why. Because if I film with the same camera angle, like when I'm filming a short on my phone, it fixes it. But when you live stream, it mirrors it. I don't know why. Let's see. ADHD is W for this. I love animation. You know what? That's totally fair. That is very valid. But you know, if you enjoy sitting down and working at the same task for ages, then animation is for you, because that is exactly what it is. I like this song. I know it's redundant considering I made the playlist, but I want to use this song in a video one day. I mean, it got a while to get a job, but always got a dream. That's a good way to put it. The thing is, whenever people are asking for advice about stuff, I have to, like, factor the fact that, like, I've got a bunch of kids in the channel, and then I've also got a bunch of adults. So I always try to give my advice generically enough to where it could apply to anyone. And so, like, they'll, like, ask for advice. I'm like, oh, when you work, do this, this, and this. And then the person will be like, I'm 7. And I'm like, okay, just store that advice for later. Let's see. My cat is cuddling right there with my wife there right now. And she's actually sitting still and not screeching. She's very loud. I like her. The cat. I'm talking about the cat screeching and loud. My wife does not screech. Oh. I realized as soon as I started speaking, like, wait a minute, I need to make sure I don't end up getting in trouble with this one. Cats are so nice. I agree. It's not that I, like, hate dogs. I am more of a cat person. Although today I'm not in love with dogs because I took my car to the mechanic to get a safety inspection done. So I was waiting because they had to repair the headlight wiring because it had melted. I'm not sure how that happened. But anyway, again, not blaming them. I'm just saying I don't know how it melted. So I went for a walk, and I live in a town that doesn't really have, like, sidewalks. So I spent most of the time walking in the ditches, but I just wanted to go for a walk, and I thought it'd be fun. And then I learned that a lot of people in the town where I live apparently do not keep their dogs on leashes. And I had, like, a lot of dogs bark at me and get angry, but I had one actually chase me, like, to the point where it was about, like, almost me to the camera away. It was a little nerve-wracking. I didn't like it being that close. That was not nice. Okay, I skipped a piece. I thought I did. I saw a gap in the that I'm building, and I'm like, that's not right. But thankfully the dog didn't attack me. I was worried for a split second. Because at first, because it's different with, okay, so with some dogs, if they bark at you, you can kind of yell back at them, and then they'll, like, go away. So that's what I tried at first. And then I quickly discovered that that would not work with this dog. So what I did is I kind of just, I walked away, but I made sure I was always looking at the dog. Because sometimes if you look away from an animal, It's like, aha, I can attack now. And I didn't want him to think that. He was a big dog, too. He's like a big, fluffy white dog. I'm not really sure what kind he was. I'm sure that, like, to his owner, he's a really nice dog. But he did not like me. And it's not even like I was going onto the property. I was in, like, the ditch by the side of the road, and he just looked at me, and he's just like, oh, no, not no. That's my ditch on the side of the road, sir. Which I wasn't aware that anyone, much less dogs, could own the ditch on the side of the road. But apparently that dog does. Let's see. Ricardo, what am I building? I am building the Lego Space Baby. And he's really cool, and I'm excited. Let's see. Does the animation theme have a lot of fans? Yes, it does. Yeah, I haven't had a dog chase me in a while since walking around here, but I have had them run into the road while driving. That does happen a lot. People need to be better about leashes. Especially, like, okay, so, like, if you have, like, an actual fenced property, then absolutely, let your dog run wild. But I was walking by houses that didn't have a fence at all, and then that dog just, like, booked it at me, and I'm just like, if your dog's gonna book it at any random person, they shouldn't be outside without a leash or a fence. Like, I remember back when I lived in Australia, we lived on a horse farm, and we had this tiny dog. He was a Jack Russell cross mutt. Dumbest dog you have ever met. Like, as thick as a stack of bricks. He would run into the electric fence and think that one of us had hit him, and then he'd look at us sad, and then he'd run into the electric fence again. We didn't put him on a leash because he had, like 80 to 100 acres to run around on. I don't remember the exact size. It's probably a little bit smaller. As a kid, everything seems big to you. But we didn't need to worry about a leash for him because he had, like, the entire bush to run around in. But I was in the middle of town when this dog didn't attack me, when it chased me. Anyway, we've been talking about dogs a lot. Let's see. Sweden is pretty safe. It's not that it's not safe here. It's just not safe on... Well, even then, the dog didn't bite me. I just was very startled. No, I feel safe when I go out, but part of it is that, like, I'm not a huge guy, but, like, I'm not small, so people don't generally mess around with me, I guess. I don't know. Plus, I don't know, I feel like I'm a relatively happy guy. Most people are just like, oh, that's a happy dude. We don't want to mess with him. He's having a good day. And I don't know if I'm just believing that about myself, but I feel like people generally, like, if you look happy, people generally don't mess with you as much. Man, I'm lucky I'm on a 1-week break. It's 2:47. Oh, you're watching from Sweden. That's why you brought up Sweden. It's almost 3 in the morning and you're watching my stream? Well, thank you, Bacon, for being here. That is very cool of you. That is awesome. You seem like a fun person, really. Thank you. I do my best. I also try to make sure that how I act on YouTube and how I act in real life is essentially the same. And it is actually pretty much almost identical. The only difference is that with some of my videos, I write scripts. In my actual everyday life, I do not write scripts, what I'm going to say. Oh, Fluid, you're trying to get more hints. Okay, I'm going to answer your question with a question. In the animation, do you mostly see the minifig or something else? Oh no, I'm just going to photo previous answer and I'll ask a question. I already told you that there are 15 minifigs. So by definition, there's probably going to be shots with a lot of minifigs in them. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Let's see. Hey, Go Play Creations, welcome to the stream. Glad to see you. Ricardo, what game do I recommend to play? If you want an oldie but a good... Well, it's not that old. I always recommend Minecraft. Minecraft is a great game. One of my favorite games, I already know Fluid's gonna predict what I'm gonna say. Starbound is a really good game. I really, really like that game. I know he's probably tired of hearing me say that, but it's a legendary game. It's like Terraria, but in space, and I love it. Let's see. And for those who are just coming into the stream, I am building the Lego Space Baby at the moment. Once he's finished, we'll probably build something else. I was going to do more Bible book builds, but I didn't realize with the books that I was up to. For those who don't know, I've got a Bible book series I do where I make a build for each book of the Bible. I'm up to the Minor Prophets now, and so with most of the books, I've read the whole Bible. Not all at once in the same day, but like spread over time. I've read it through several times now, I think. So usually when I look at a summary, I can remember what I've read, and then I can make a build based off of that. And at the beginning of the stream, I looked at the summary for the Book of Amos, and I was just like, I'm gonna have to read this again, because I don't know. Because with the Minor Prophets, a lot of those books are about, like, incoming judgment. And so that requires me researching what the actual judgment was, and a lot of context. So we'll probably do some other custom builds when we're done with the Space Baby, is what I'm trying to say. But if you want to see really cool Bible builds, at least I hope you think they're cool, I usually post those on Sunday. I did miss yesterday because I was having a late dinner, and I was going to make the Lego build after that, and then I fell asleep. So I'm going to... I've already built it now, so I'm probably going to post that Wednesday so we can get caught back up. Oh, wow, I got behind on the comments. Gunplay Creations, my wisdom teeth extraction spots have healed after... It took 2 months? Man. You can eat popcorn again. Man. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. That is a long time. And I like how I just talked about Starbound, and I see Fluids comment Starbound. Go play, let's all calm down. Okay. Bacon, I'm personally an atheist, but I love hearing about religion from others, to be honest, so I'll watch it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's one of those things, like, if I could, like, do I want people to believe the Bible? Yes, but I cannot make you. But if I make it in a way that as an atheist, you're willing to watch it and not be like, oh, wow, this looks boring, I consider that success in my book. I cannot change other people's minds, but I can be the person God's called me to be. It was all 4 teeth is what you had pulled? That's crazy.
All at once.
All 4 wisdom teeth you had pulled.
That's what I had.
You had that too?
Yeah, it's not fun.
That doesn't sound fun.
It hurts a lot.
I bet.
Did you have wisdom?
No, I still have my wisdom teeth. That's why I'm so smart.
Okay.
I don't know if you could hear my wife, but I told her I had all my wisdom teeth still, and that's why I was smart. And then she gave me a look that gives me the feeling she doesn't necessarily agree with me, and then said okay. And I'm like, thank you for the support, my love. I love you too. So I'm not gonna pan the camera over right now, but I've got a couch right here, like a daybed thing. And so sometimes when I stream, my wife, Mrs. Comedies, will watch from right there and then make fun of me as I live stream.
No.
Yes, you do.
Commentary.
Commentary.
Rita wants commentary.
The cat wants commentary?
She wants to.
Let's see. Ricardo, should I buy Destiny 2? I don't know what that is, so I don't know. Oh, so Alex, you also had to take all your... Man, has everyone in chat had the wisdom teeth taken out?
It's pretty common.
Am I just that, like...
You're Australian.
What does being Australian have to do with having wisdom teeth?
I don't know, but that seems to be the denominator here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's see. Man. Yeah, I'm just seeing a bunch of wisdom teeth stories. Yeah, no, if you've got a funny story to share, absolutely, just make sure it's a family-friendly story you can share with everyone. I'm not saying that because I don't trust you, it's just so that other people in the chat hear it too. Hey the gamer, welcome back. And, oh, look at that. Look at the same logic I used. Robot Ham still has his wisdom teeth. That's why he's so wise and stuff. Trey. Oh, come on. Okay, Robot Ham, I've got to confide in you.
I didn't do
When I said that's why he's smart and stuff, wise and stuff, she gave me a look of disbelief.
That's not true.
Yeah, she did.
It's not
Mrs.
true.
Comedies gave me a look of disbelief. That's her nervous I'm lying laugh. I feel like, have you ever seen, like, I don't know, because I don't know the ages of the people in the chat right now. Have you ever seen the cartoons of Charlie Brown when the adults talk and it's just like, wah, 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 wah? So I feel like, obviously you can hear some of what she's saying, but I feel like I'm Charlie Brown right now, and that when I respond to her, you're just like, who is he talking to? Let's see. Bacon asks, is it more a funny confusion? Oh, man. The game. I was in another video of Chris. Wait, which video were you in? Am I misremembering your username, or is it that I like built one of your comments before? If you could please clarify the gamer, because now I'm curious. Oh man, you watch TV after getting your teeth pulled and you laughed at done. Yeah, that makes sense. And Fluid, you still have your wisdom teeth. Nice. She gave a look again. Let's see. Yeah, no, I agree, Bacon. That is not what atheist means. That is different. Let's see. Yeah, Fluid, that is why you're wise. And the gamer. The Lego Among Us comment. Man, so that's been a while ago that I built that. The blue one. When did I do that one? That would have been back with the daily Lego builds. Man, so that was at least well over a year ago. Your favorite subscriber may be calling you out right now.
Fluid?
Yes, Fluid.
What?
But when I said you gave another questioning look,
I did not.
he said women always judging.
You said women always judge them.
Women always judging, not him, just judging.
Yeah, what it's called for.
Oh man. The game, so the game that was 2024 I did your build. Wow, that's cool. Or 2023. Yeah, it's been a while. Bacon also has his wisdom teeth still. Time for some Mountain Dew. And the game, what am I building? We are building the Lego Space Baby. He's very cool. Eventually I'll think of a name for him, but I think I'm going to name him in the stream today. I'll name him later. Go. We're working on his helmet right now. So this is, I think that's the back of the helmet. And then it looks like we're about to add the face so that the Space Baby can actually see. It's very important to have a face. Oh, Alex, I didn't. You had a missing piece on the Balrog Book Nook set. That's crazy. It's rare that you get that to happen. I'm glad that arrived for you, though. I'm not naming him Hubert Blaine. I'm gonna try to pronounce this last name correctly. Wolf Schlagenstein Hosenbergenhoff Sr. Wow, that was hard to say. No. No.
What's his real name?
Wicket.
Name him Wicket.
I'm not naming him Wicket.
That'd be so cute.
I'm not naming him Wicket. So I've been introducing Mrs. Comedies to the Star Wars movies, and she's actually been really liking them, which is cool, because I was kind of not sure if she'd like them or not. What's funny, okay, so spoilers for Star Wars, but most of these movies are older, so and I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt, so it's expected. So aside from Wicket, every time she fell in love with a character, it was always a character that was like seconds away from dying. Like, I remember we started with episode 1, we did them in order of time. And as soon as it starts, she's like, "Oh, I like this Jedi, the Qui-Gon guy," and I'm like, "Only one good guy dies in this movie, and you picked him as your favorite." And then it happened again and again and again. Like, every time she's like, "I like this character," and I'm like, "Oh no, babe, no, why?" Like, it's impressive. It was honestly, because like I get like Star Wars is battle, people die in it, but it's not like every character dies. Like,
Just everyone I like.
just everyone that Mrs. Comedies like. So it was
Wicket.
minus Wicket. Wicket lived.
He's so cute.
Yeah, no, as soon as she saw it, like, I had a feeling she was gonna like the Ewoks, but as soon as it got to the scene where Princess Leia meets Wicket for the first time, she was just like, "Oh!" And then that's also when I realized that there was the battle scene later where some of the Ewoks die, and she did not like that part. No. I mean, to be fair, that part is actually genuinely sad. Like, that's not to make fun of my wife at all.
The saddest is the younglings scene.
The youngling, yeah. So she knew that Anakin becomes Vader, but she didn't know how much of that was shown and just how evil he gets. So when we got to the youngling scene, she was just like, he didn't, right? He did. Like, even when we watched Solo together, she picked, like, every time she picked a character, it was one that died. She did it several times in that movie. It's honestly impressive.
They all die.
They did all die. Well, not everyone. Solo and Chewbacca lived.
I
And
really liked them.
Kira,
Kira?
the girl, the love interest, she lived. Yeah.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
heartbreak. So.
Yeah, no, it was still heartbreak. But anyway, all that to say, we've been having a lot of fun watching Star Wars through together. And I am behind on comments. Okay. Fluid, you're gonna get yourself in trouble, man.
What did he say?
Nothing.
What did he say?
Women always having not watched Star Wars.
Hey. Hey. I was busy getting a master's.
She was getting. Well, I watched it and I. Actually, never mind. Let's see.
At least I like it.
Let's see. Bacon, you want to grab your Lego right now? Let's see. Qui-Gon is the goat. No, Qui-Gon is. He's what a Jedi should be. The Jedi Order would have survived and actually succeeded if more of them were like Qui-Gon.
Obi-Wan was good.
Obi-Wan was good, but whenever he noticed corruption, he just kind of went along with it. Like, he didn't question the Jedi Council.
Because, though, Qui-Gon was willing to stretch it for Anakin.
Yeah.
He didn't want to do Anakin. But he did it because of Qui-Gon's influence.
Yeah.
But technically, there's no such thing as a perfect Jedi.
There's a few that are close.
Nope.
Okay. Okay, I'm getting back. Master Skywalker, what are we gonna do? Thank you, Robot Ham. Hey, Jonathan, welcome to the stream. Alex went to Bricks and Mini fixed it, and they had a custom printed figure of the youngling from that scene. That's kind of funny. Okay. Bacon, now ignoring the fact that it's 3 in the night, I'm keeping watching LOL. Solo lives, are you sure about that, LOL? In Solo, he does.
Right.
I've told you, Star Wars movies and books cover like hundreds of years. Everyone eventually dies.
Why? What's it like?
Hey, I'm not gonna... hey.
Read your comments.
Okay. Fluid, that's a bad idea, Fluid.
What? What'd he say?
No, don't make me, man. Why'd you do this?
What'd he say?
You should just open the comments yourself.
I'm going to at this point.
I don't want to be the messenger right now. I want to keep my esophagus attached to me.
But I'm not gonna hurt you.
I'm still scared. Oh, man. Let's see. I mean, you could try and... I don't know if you want to... If it's 3 in the morning, I don't know if I'd want to risk accidentally waking up your mom right now. Because then she'd be like, why are you trying to build Lego? And you'd be like, there's this guy, and he's making Lego on a live stream, and I build Lego too. But maybe she'll be really understanding and like that too, I don't know.
Oh, she's in.
Do you need me to move right now? Okay. It's good to see you, Jonathan.
Oh my.
Okay. The game, Chris, if you see this, I want to say I'll be right back. Oh, I like the new username, Chris Comedies 2024, Chris Comedies fan. I think it's the first time I've seen my username and someone else's username.
I agree with Fluid's next comment. That was a little mean.
That was a little mean, Fluid.
But it's okay.
You are correct, Robert Ham. Plo Koon is another very good Jedi. You just updated your account name. Nice. I appreciate that. It's the new Legacy Lego Ninjago Battle stand. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Excuse me. Had a hiccup. You and F builds Lego at 3 in the morning. I build Lego at 3 in the morning. In fact, I think I've gotten to the point where I have built or animated Lego at almost every time on the clock.
Let go.
Is there a cat stuck in the closet? Oh, she's upside down now. The Serena the cat was getting into the closet.
In costume,
No, I have not watched SpongeBob. It's not my sense of humor. I've seen clips and I'm just like, nah, I'm good. Jonathan, I'm gonna go. I need to eat. I'm very, 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 very hungry. That is fair. Food is very important. Thank you, the gamer Chris Comedies fan. That makes me happy. Robot Ham, except for 12 p.m. That's sleeping time.
No.
I mean, I've animated at that time before, but yes, that is generally sleeping time. Alex, I would sometimes build that early back when I worked from afternoon to late nights. Yeah. But I remember back when I was working on my Emmanuel Christmas movie, is basically anytime I wasn't at work, I was animating or sleeping, and that was about all I did for like 5 months. I don't regret it though, and I'm currently working on animating. Well, not animating. We're
Rena.
script writing and storyboarding for the Jesus series is the stage we're up to right now. So planning and then building. The next design thing I'm working on is designing the temple. So that's the next big one. Let's see. Good job, Bacon. You got the Lego sets. I am happy to hear that. Oh, also, I don't know if you saw this comment, babe. Fluid said he would like to formally apologize.
I appreciate that.
She appreciates that.
And I accept his apology.
She accepts your apology. I don't know if you can hear her or not.
No.
Fluid, you're evil.
What?
You are evil.
What did he do?
He specifically told me to not read it out loud, so you'll have to open your phone again. Here you go, it's that one right there. I don't know what you're trying to do, Fluid, but it's dangerous.
That's strike 2.
Strike 2? Uh-oh. She said it's strike 2. You don't want to get to strike 3. You're nuts, man. No, I'm not gonna unmud Fluid. He's a great mud. Let's see. Go play creation, strike 3 and he gets banned and unmodded. Ooh, but then who else is gonna be my mud? That would be a big problem for me. Okay, I think I'm trying to make sure I put the baby's head on right. I feel like that's an important step. And I don't know. That doesn't feel right. Because I can still see... Am I doing this right? I'm really not sure. I need to check the instructions. Did I place his neck right? Okay, I did. There we go. That's what the baby looks like so far. We're going to add his oxygen tank next. But look at the baby. Isn't he cute?
His legs don't move. He looks like one of those little fighters, you know, in like the old...
Oh, like the Rock'em Sock'em? Yeah. I can see that.
He's cute.
Thank you. I know I have people in the chat volunteering for mud. We'll see. We'll see. Alex, I don't normally go for the upscaled figures, but if the rumor about upscaled Darth Vader is true, I think I might make an exception. I actually haven't heard that rumor. I was just thinking of an upscaled figure. I know the one I want. I want Grogu as a... Like, I know they've already made builds of him, but I want him, like, at this scale... like a Lego baby minifig, because I think that'd be really cool, and I want to be able to like get a Mandalorian helmet and then walk around holding baby Lego Grogu that actually looks like a Lego guy and not just a build. Oh yeah, the baby looks awesome. I'm excited. Is that the baby? It is. He's so cute. And not all the builds always look good on stream. A lot of them, like, look good from, like, real angles, for lack of a better word. But this one's actually looking good when I show it to you, so that makes me happy. Did you see the new set with the new Grogu mold? I did not. I'm going to have to look at that again. Go Play Creations. Hear me out. What if Grogu and this space baby had a play date together? That would be cute. If they did make that, I would probably do that. Do I like Ninjago by chance? I'm not like... I don't currently watch it. As a kid, I really liked it. Although I was into it like when the pilot was out. So I didn't watch very much of it. I watched up until the Tournament of the Elements. But I still think it's one of the best and most important LEGO themes. And the reason is that it's a successful LEGO theme that isn't licensed by someone else. And I think it's very important that LEGO always has a theme that they own that's doing well. Because what we don't want to happen is that the only good LEGO themes are ones that are licensed. Because LEGO needs to be successful on their own as well. And they are. That's what I'm saying. Now, there are some themes I wish... Like, I feel like we don't get as many space sets because Star Wars exists. And I know they brought some space things back. But I would like to see space as a proper theme again. Kind of the same with Castle. Like, I know it gets sets occasionally, but they're all gigantic and really expensive. Like, make Lego sets for Space and Castle that are under $100. That would make me a very happy man. Let's see. It's a new Razor Crest from the Mandalorian movie that has a new baby mold for Grogu that looks a lot more like him. I'm interested to see what that looks like. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm gonna, just because people might not be getting it, so all the jokes between Fluid and Mrs. Comedy started off at, no, he's not making one, he's explaining context. we did a very late live stream once. Well, we started at a decent time where we built the medieval town, but we didn't stop, so we live streamed for 7 hours straight. And so we got kind of tired and loopy. So almost all the jokes Fluid is making are because of that night. So just so you know, there's not actually bad blood between my mod and my wife. I would not allow for that to happen. He's being funny.
Yeah.
So just so that my mod actually does not pick fights with me and my wife. Otherwise, he would not be my mod. Fluid's a good friend of mine. Digitally, I actually haven't met him in real life. Though I think it would be cool if I could actually meet you guys one day. It's just kind of hard as a YouTuber to do that. Oh, and he is my wife and my cat Serena.
We're good.
This is Mrs. Comedies.
This is Rena.
And this is Serena. Let's see. Let's see. You're gonna make a stop motion of the new Legacy suits and remake the original season. That would be pretty cool. Yes, we do need a space theme. Oh, a space theme show for Lego. That's a good idea. I would love to see that. Let's see. Was that the time you trolled me as two different people? I can't remember. The gamer, can I be a mod too? Not at the moment. At the moment, I only need one. Because the channel isn't humongous yet. But stay tuned. We'll see what happens as the channel grows. I've got a lot of big projects in the works, and if they do well, then I might need new mods soon. More mods, not like getting rid of Fluid. I just mean I might need more people, but we'll see. Fluid, as far as you know, I could be your cat. No, you're too intelligent.
That's fair.
The cat handed over, I need it. 3 are not enough. I only have 2. You can't take one of my cats so you can have 4. Yes, Alex, it would be awesome to meet you in person. Unfortunately, I have met Alex in person. Fluid is Chris's cat confirmed? Oh no. Why don't I ever get normal fan theories about the channel? I get Fluid is Chris's cat. I don't need another mod right now. I'm not going to be adding one today. You're gonna barely be able to get to streams because of the time zones? Well, thankfully, I know it's not the same as being in the live streams. I do post quite a few shorts. And then I also should have a long-form video coming out this Friday. It's a very different one. So I'm excited to see what you all think of it. I'm not going to say what it's about, but basically what I'm going to say is that in a time and climate where everyone likes to be divided and complain all the time, I feel like the video is a breath of fresh air. So I'm excited for you all to see it. Let's see. Am I going to stream tomorrow? No, I will not be streaming tomorrow. In fact, what were you doing tomorrow? Do we have plans? I'll probably be animating tomorrow, and because it's a secret project, I can't stream it. Once I'm animating the Jesus series, I'll probably be doing a lot of streams with that are unscheduled, where I'm just like, hey, want to see what I'm working on? Yep, that's an actual thing now, is that Fluid is Chris's cat, the new theory for the channel.
Which one?
Which one? I've got 2 cats. I've got Gage and Serena. Which one do you think?
Serena was the one they just...
Serena's the one you just saw, and Gage is the one that's more intelligent but doesn't like me as much.
Yeah.
But on a different note, the space baby is finished.
Yay.
He's got a wonderfully giant head. He's got his oxygen tank, so now he can breathe when he's in space. He is the space baby. And what's cool, if I go over here, I'm going to bring them over real quick. I have 2 of the actual mini space babies. So this can be their older brother. He got too close to a black hole one day, and the gravitational and time anomalies caused him to become a giant. So that is why they're all different sizes. Fluid is smart, therefore Gage. You know what? That's a good answer. Let's see. Sorry to hear that your cat passed away, but I'm glad you've got some other ones, though. Black hole space, baby, that's red. Oh, Chris, I have to go to bed. I can catch you next live stream, okay? I'll see you then. I'll try to stream at roughly this time again next week. I want to try starting my streams around 7 or 7:30. That way I can actually have more people in my time zone actually able to watch videos and not just stream at like 11 o'clock at night. Even though I do still plan to continue those, especially my animation streams. Those will happen when I'm animating. I'm not gonna... I don't want... When I do get to animating streams again, I don't want to do just those because the animation streams, for people who are fans of the channel and like to hang out with me specifically, it's cool, but there's not much to watch because stop motion takes a really long time. Essentially, it's like, there'll be a character standing like this, and then I'll be like, okay. And then I'll be talking, and then I take a picture. And like, even how I'm moving right now would be considered mind-numbingly fast animation. So it's not like this where I'm like building and like able to like interact the whole time, and you can actually see what I'm doing. Yes. Okay. Where did the blue space baby come from? I've only seen the pink one. I can't remember. I want to say it came with the brown one, the collectible minifig. Or is that how I got the pink one? I don't know. I think I got one came with the minifig and the other one came... I bought separate, I think. I don't know. I've got so many minifigs. I can't... It did come with the brown... Okay, blue one came with the brown one. But yeah, I've got so many minifigs, it's hard for me to remember where they all came from. Like, I know what themes they come from. When you're like, oh, when did you get them? I'm just like, I don't know. I've got like 1,000 of them. And I don't think that's an exaggeration anymore. I might have broke 1,000 minifigs now. If I haven't yet, I'm well on my way to it. But I'm going to put the tiny space babies away real quick. Okay. There you go. Oh, Bacon, you're working on a stop motion at the moment. That's cool. So hobby, you do it for fun, so not that good. You've got to start somewhere. Don't be hard on yourself because... Okay, so when you start stop motion, it's hard because so many times when you look on YouTube, you just see the people who are really good at it. So what I want you to do is... if you're ever feeling like, oh man, I'm not that good, I want you to go to my channel and then filter the videos by oldest first and look at my first few. They're not that good. I think they were still funny, but they're not that high quality. So, yeah, don't be too hard on yourself. The pink one came with the nurse robot. That's correct. Okay, yeah, so they both came with minifigs, with collectible minifigs then. See you the Gamer 2024 Chris Comedy's fan. Good night. It was great to see you again, and I also like your legendary new username. Excuse me, man. You've been doing it for 2 years as a small hobby? Awesome. I've been doing stop motion on YouTube for about 8 years, but I started animating 15 years ago is when I started, so it's been a while. Robert Ham, the first video is the best thing about this channel. Hey, I didn't say it wasn't funny or awesome, it just isn't the highest quality. And I hope it's not the best thing about the channel, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay, so, it's been a long time, but I've got to grab something real quick for the next thing we're building. Because we are bringing back something. And it has been too long. We are bringing back Creationary, as requested by Fluid. So, I'm going to explain the rules of Creationary, and then we are going to get started. So, basically what it is it's like Pictionary. I'm going to pull out a random card, and I'm going to start building. The first person to guess what I'm building gets a point. However, here's something I'm going to tell you right now. Okay, we've got people from all over the world in the chat right now. The internet speed for all of you is not going to be the same. So on your comment section, it might say that you got the idea right first. However, I can only judge based on what I can see on my screen. So, please, if I say that someone else was first, please don't freak out. Now, if it's that they commented, like, if you commented way before and I just missed it, let me know. But if it's close and I say one, just go with what I say because I can only go by what I see. Okay. Used to pray for days like this. Yeah, no, it's been too long. We haven't done Creationary in a long time. It is time to bring it back. Okay, so I think we're going to do the usual, which is that there are 10 rounds. So I'm probably going to do 5 easy ones, 4 medium, and then 1 on super hard. Even though it's really not so much hard for me to build, it's how hard is it for you to guess it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the camera, though, because for this one, it's not as important that you see my face. It's that you can see what I'm building. So I'm going to put these cards away, the ones that we're not using. I'm going to bring up my scoreboard because we need to keep an accurate track. Because what I'm going to do is I've lost my records for what the score was in my old studio. So what we're going to do is we're going to start a new one. And I'm going to keep track of who wins. So what we're going to do is, the way this works is we've got 10 rounds. Whoever gets the most points wins today. But today I will give you who got how many points each. But for the scoreboard, I'm only going to record first places probably. But yes, so here we go. I'm just moving my setup. Okay. And to be honest, I'm probably going to mute the music. Well, pause the music for now, because it's really hard for me to focus on building quickly right now without me losing my mind at the moment. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna put the cards away so that no one can cheat. Okay, that is... Cool, okay. As soon as I say go, you can start guessing, even if the pieces aren't out yet. 3, 2, 1, start guessing. Okay, we need... yes. Oh, I'm going to zoom that in a little bit. We're starting with this piece right here. And then... I know I have this piece somewhere. Okay. Oh, come on! Oh, right, I only placed one piece! Okay, it was 2 comments really close together, but it does go to Demon Bacon 777. That's a long name, so I'm just going to write Bacon so I can remember. So, Bacon, you have 1 point. Good job, you have won round 1. And Fluid, that was really close. You barely, they both popped up at the same time. His just came through first. So, time for round 2. Oh no, I think you both arrived at it individually. You just both said it at the same time. Well, close to the same time. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go! I need this piece over here. Okay. I'm going to start with this. And then... Okay, then... Okay. Ah, I knocked it over. I almost said what it was when I was building it. Okay. Some people are on the right track. Oh! I'm going to double check. It was Demon Bacon 777 again. It was a tower. Nicely done. Good job, Bacon. That was good. Okay. I'm going to put that away. Although I'm going to keep some base plates near me so I can keep going. Okay, so we've had 2 rounds. And Bacon has got the points both times. Okay. I'm sorry, I can't go... If the typo doesn't form the word, I can't go with it. I'm sorry. I know, I'm sorry. Don't worry, there is time to... It was a tower. Tower was the correct one. It has to... Yeah, it does have to be spelled. I'm sorry. Or at least where I can tell what it was. I'm sorry. Okay. Here we go. Round 3. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay. There we go. We're going to start with that there. And then... I'm doing this wrong. Okay, I'm trying to make sure as I'm building that... Okay, Fluid, I know that okay, Fluid got it. It is a pyramid. Yep, you got it. That is a point for Fluid. So Fluid has 1 point. Man, I'd only just gotten to the base of the pyramid. You guys guess them so quickly. Half the time I'm just like, I just want to finish the build, but I don't get to. But that's okay. It's kind of like Pictionary. The best way to win Pictionary isn't actually to be the best at drawing. It's just to be able to draw the base thing of it quickly. Okay. There we go. Oh wait, not gotta move the base plate. Okay, this is round 4. So you've got, this will be the second last round on easy mode. I could do that. Yep, okay. 3, 2, 1, go! I'm not really sure how I'm gonna build this, but I'm gonna do my best. Okay, we're gonna need some green. There we go. I like how some of you have guesses that you always start with just in case. I respect the grind. Okay, I'm trying to make sure no one said it yet. Not yet, okay. Let's see. Wait. I think someone has said it. Did anyone say frog before Demon Bacon? I think Demon Bacon got it. He did. That's another point for Bacon. That was quick. Nicely done. Okay, I'll put this back real quick. Okay, this is going to be the last round on easy mode. So, here we go. Ooh, I like that one. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay. I think I have pieces for this. Okay. Gonna start with... I'm not thinking this through as well as I should. It's a lot of pressure building quickly and I don't like it, but it's a good practice. No one's guessed it yet. I can keep going.
Beach.
Are you trying to guess it too?
Beach.
It's not a beach.
Lighthouse.
It's not a lighthouse.
Frog.
It is not a frog. Oh, wait a minute. Did anyone say rainbow before Robot Ham did? I think Robot Ham got it. I'm just double checking. It was Robot Ham. Nicely done. Nicely done. The colors are whack. I'm colorblind. I'm doing my best. I know the colors are whack. All the colors I see are whack. I never know. It's guesswork. People are like, do you like what I'm wearing today, Chris? And I'm just like, cool. What is it? And then they're like, it's vintage green forest. And I'm like, it looks gray. And then they're like, how could you? And then they make fun of me. In fact, I want to tell you a story of what someone said to me while I pull this apart. is I had a friend of mine. Now he said this in good fun. Do not hate on him. That we were teasing each other because our love language is that we pretend to hate each other. And he came up to me after someone had mentioned colorblindness, and he was just like, "Chris, you will never see the beauty of a rose." And I'm just like, wow, that is so savage and mean. When a colorblind guy makes a rainbow, you have to be creative. Hey, I did my best, but yes, you do have to be creative.
That's why it looks like a beach.
Yes. Okay, we're on to round 2. As you'll notice, it's got 2 question marks, so it's meant to be harder. And wow, I am not building that one. There's 4 different prompts on here for those who are curious. Okay, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, you're gonna need no, we'll start with that, and then gonna move that so you can see it a little better. I feel like this one's gonna get guessed very quickly. I want to actually get to build this one. Come on, let me build it. Let me build it. Oh, come on! I wanted to put more pieces down. It's bacon with sandcastle. Nicely done, bacon. That is, yeah, man, I wanted to build more of my sandcastle. Man, nicely done. Yep, you've got 4 points right now. So if you get 2 more points, you are, let's see. Yeah, 2 more points would guarantee. Wait, no, that was round 6. So yeah, I think if you get, it's either 1 or 2 more points, you're guaranteed the win. But you know what? I think I am going to just record all the points of all time. That way we can have 2 scoreboards. The person who has the most wins, because that's the most important one. But then for those who kind of like Smash Bros, who want to go for most kills, we'll keep track of most points too. Because that's fun. Okay. Here we go. This is round 7. You are correct, Food. Your hard work is gone. But you did have the scoreboard lead in the old studio, so you are the champion of studio number 1. Okay. Ooh, this is a cool one. Okay. We have the next prompt. 3, 2, 1, go! You know what? I'm actually not going to use that one. Where is the piece? There it is. We're going to start with this. And then... Okay. I hope no one said it already. Aha! I get to keep building. Yay! Okay. I think I saw someone type it. Okay, did anyone say submarine before Alex? I think Alex has it. A lot of people... Oh, wait, no, I think you're right. Did someone say sub first? Let me double check. Because, yep, that is fluid. That is fluid. Because a sub is a submarine. I'm sorry, Alex. That one is to fluid. It is a submarine. It's the periscope of a submarine. Because building the hulls... And also, for the prompt, I'll actually show you the card. It actually did have the periscope as what you're supposed to build of the submarine. So, nicely done. Okay, so, for those who are curious, the score is Bacon on 4, Fluid on 2, and Robot Ham on 1. We have 3 more rounds. So, technically speaking, Bacon and Fluid could still, Fluid could catch up. But it's going to be hard. Okay. Here we go. Round 8. Huh. These ones are tricky. Let's go for it. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, where is the piece? Okay, so Sorry, I'm grabbing the pieces. There'll be something to look at to guess in like a few seconds. Okay, I'm going to try to build it so it's facing you. So there we go. And then I'm going to put that there. And then also for this one, you do have to be specific because there are technically two ways you could word this. I am looking for the specific one. Okay, one of you has said something that is technically correct, but I am looking for a specific word. Yep, it is bacon with laptop. It is bacon with laptop. Nicely done. Okay, time for round 9. And remember, even if you don't think you're going to win, you still want to get these correct if you can, so that it can go towards the all-time scoreboard. Because I've realized an idea of how I can record it easier, so I am going to be recording both. I'm also not going to pull that apart right now because let's see. Okay, round 9. Okay. Here we go. You know what? We can actually do that one. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, where's the piece that I need? Okay, so we've got these. I'm gonna go right there. And then we've got one of these. And then that's the wrong piece. Got one of these, and that's not looking quite how I want it, but we're getting there. I'm gonna move some pieces around if I can. Let's see. Not seeing it yet. I'm gonna have to build this better. Ah, man, I am struggling. This one's a weird one to build. I'm going to try a different approach. Looking for one of these pieces. It's not a fire hydrant, though that is a good guess. Man, I cannot get this to look good. That's technically what it would look like. I suppose I just stop building like a life-size one, maybe. Okay, so since we're still going, I'm gonna give a hint. It is a man-made object. That is the hint. It is a man-made object.
Cheese.
It is not cheese.
Gold. Gold.
It's not gold. My wife's trying to guess now, too. It's not a gun, but that's not an awful guess. That is kind of the shape of it, isn't it? Okay. I haven't seen it yet, man. See, this is what gets me nervous with these, is when no one can get it, and I'm just like, I have failed. I can no longer be a Lego YouTuber. But we keep going. Oh, I thought someone said it. No, no one said it yet. I'm hoping that this next piece will help. Please, 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 please.
Minion.
It's not a minion. Oh, one of you was really, really close. Ah, you're trying. Fluid got it. It is a drill. Nicely done. I saw a screwdriver and things that were really close, but yes, it is a drill. Nicely done. Oh, that was a hard one. I'm not going to pull it. Oh, I moved it a little bit. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's the drill. I haven't quite got the end of it on. I'm going to try to get the... One day I'm going to have a multi-camera setup and it's going to be easier to do this. One day. Okay, time for the final round. Here we go. That's actually kind of a funny one. I'm going to do that one. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, how does one build this? I don't really know, but I'm going to do my best. Okay, I'm going to look better at the camera to make sure I don't accidentally make it impossible for you guys to see. Okay. Let's see. Some of you are on the right track, but I'm not going to say who is. But some of you are definitely on the right track. Not yet. It is not a chameleon. Let's see. Man. What else do I add to this? I suppose. Oh, no, I can't add more. That's what I'll do. Add some of these, some randomness to it. It is not a cactus. It is not a mango. It is not a dragon or a tree. If we go a little bit longer, I'll start giving hints. And don't worry, it's not just you. This is a genuinely hard one. It might also just be me. It's not a bush. Okay, I'm going to give my hint. It is a plant. So those of you who are guessing plants, keep going. It is a plant of some kind. I'm going to try to keep it pointed at the way that makes the most sense.
Bonsai tree.
It is not a bonsai tree.
Bush.
It is not a bush.
Shrub.
It is not a shrub or a pine cone or a hedge. Oh man, I'm trying to figure out how else can I make this without...
Cactus.
It is not a cactus. Oh man, I feel like I'm failing. Alex got it. It's a cabbage. It is a cabbage. I wasn't really sure how to build it because a cabbage is kind of just a mass of leaves. But yes, it is a cabbage. Nicely done, Alex. You are on the scoreboard. My cabbages. I haven't seen the show, but I understood that reference. Okay. Yeah, no, that was a hard one. I honestly, like, when I saw it, I was like, I'm going to go for it, but that's going to be tricky. Oh, that's zoomed in a lot on my face. I don't like that. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I've totaled up the points. So I would like to see a drum roll in the chat. Drum roll in the chat. You can just spam an emoji. It doesn't have to necessarily be drums, but I want to see some form of drum roll in the chat. I know that you know who won, but still, pretend that the suspense is really going. Yeah, there we go. Drum rolls. Okay. Tied for third place, we have two viewers. We have Robot Ham and Alex Dixon, both tied for third place. In second place, with 3 points, we have Fluid. And then, with 5 points on his first round plane, we have Bacon. So, GG to Bacon. I will be adding these usernames to my Hall of Fame, where I will make that publicly available at some point in the future. There'll be two lists. There'll be list of total points and list of wins. But yes, there we go. Oh man, I love seeing all the cheering in the chat. Nicely done, everybody. You all did a good job. Don't forget to put IKEA Land next to it. I'm glad that you came up with the IKEA Land joke before someone else did, but that is true. Let's see. No, you may not ban bacon. Do not abuse the mud powers. That would be a little funny. Oh man, that was fun. I enjoyed that. Let's put the music back on. Don't worry, he's not going to. He's a good mod. There we go. Okay, so let's see. This stream's been going for about an hour and a half. So I might put it up to a vote. What we do next, just while I'm pulling up. Actually, no. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start a poll in the chat of what we do next. So let me start that real quick. Robert Ham, GG, instantly gets banned. What we building next? Let's go. That will be option 1. Then we're going to be doing. That is actually one that I want to do. And let's add this one. Okay, so I've added a poll for what are we building. I've started it now. I will end the poll once I've put these pieces away from the game we just played. So, we've got the option of Gonk Droids, as in for the custom Gonk Droid series. We've got spaceships and we've got Pokemon. Because I will be doing a video where I build Pokemon to minifig scale in the nearish future. And to be honest, I'm really nervous about that video. Okay, so far it looks like Gonk Droids are winning. Ooh, let's see how it's going. I want to be able to see all the votes. Okay. It's 50-50. It's neck and neck between Pokemon and Gonk Droids. I'm going to need someone to break that tie before I finish this. Don't worry, there's still a little bit of time. It's still a tied vote. Although, just a heads up, for those who are voting Pokemon, I am trying to build them at a minifig scale. That's the tricky part of this build idea that I have. Okay. The votes are still 50-50. Oh, don't worry, we still got time. I'm not gonna decree a tiebreaker until we have pulled this apart and I put the pieces away. And it looks like we had another vote. We had several votes, it looks like. See, people may tell you that it's your responsibility to vote is just for, like, the election and all that. But also, you should vote in your live streams, too, because it makes things easier for me. But I'm intentionally not looking at the votes right now, so that way I do not influence them when I end the voting. So I am going to end the voting in 3, 2, and 1. The Gonk Droids have won. Okay. Wait a minute. Fluid, did you just do what I think you just did? I think the tiebreaker may have been broken with an alt account. But I've got to respect the hustle. So I'm going to allow it. Oh man, that's too much like a real election now. Oh, that's funny. I dropped a piece, and now I'm going to step on it later. No. Oh, well. Let's put this piece away. Okay. He did a mail-in ballot on live stream wall. If what you're thinking is that I used my ult, then you're wrong. Okay, I'll take your word for it, maybe. Okay, where did I put... I had a rubber band holding all of these together. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, Cowboy Gunk Droid. You know what? Let's start with the Cowboy Gunk Droid. Okay. Okay, so main thing... Okay, so the way I do the Gunk Droid series is that you can't add too many details so that it no longer looks like a Gunk Droid. You're still going to have the shape of a Gunk Droid. So what I'm actually going to do... First, I'm going to lower the camera so you can actually see the table a bit. Okay, so... In one of these layers, I have my Star Wars minifigs. And in there, I have 2 Gunk Droids. Yep. So, here's the Gunk Droid. So what I do is I go based on these shapes. I'm allowed to make changes, but I'm going to start with these shapes. Okay. So, a Cowboy Gunk Droid will probably have a cowboy hat. And then we have the option for what colors. Okay, so I want you to start commenting below what colors you think that the Cowboy Gunk should be wearing. Well, it painted. I mean, he's not wearing, he's a robot that's painted. An IKEA Gunk Droid, we will do that next, because that is really funny. Yes, okay. Yeah, we will do that after the Cowboy Gunk Droid. Pink. I don't feel like pink is a cowboy color. Okay, start with brown. Okay. Let me have a look-see here. I know I've got brown pieces. I just can't find them. Here they are. Okay, so I usually start with the feet. Now, we don't want him to be completely brown. So, do we want to have his hat and shoes, well, feet be brown? That might be a good idea. Or we can even layer him a bit so that, like, his bottom half can be brown. Okay. Blue, yellow, and brown. I like that. Blue, yellow, and brown. Okay, so we've got his feet. Got brown for the feet. So I'm thinking maybe some yellow for the next layer. Oh no, blue for the next layer, and then like a yellow vest. This is gonna look a little bit like my Toy Story Gunk Droid for Woody, but I don't care. This is gonna be fun. It can, I mean, at some point I'm gonna have some ideas that are similar. That's not a crime, I think. Probably. Okay. I still can't get over, oh man, this is too much like a real election now. What, you think I would make a political joke on my channel? I am a not political person, but I'm glad you enjoyed my commentary. Okay. Let's see. Oh man. That was funny. Okay. Already did Woody. Definitely add some black to make him a bad cowboy. Let's see. We could do that. Brown with black. Okay, I like that idea. So let's take apart the blue then. Okay, so I'm going to show you a fun trick here, actually. So when you have 2 plates stuck together, just get 2 brick separators and then squeeze them like this. And see how it makes that gap? And that will save your fingernails. I really should just do a video on Lego building tips like that one. If you ever see me do something in a live stream or in a short and you're like, hey, I'd like a long form video of that, please tell me. Because that's something that I feel like it's easy for me to assume that people know a bunch of Lego building tips because I've been building Lego literally longer than I can remember. So I would appreciate the help. with being like, hey, I don't know how to build this thing. Can you do a video on that? Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to catch up on all the chat. I think I have done a gunk droid of my mascot. Although it would be cool to do an Abraham one eventually. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I'm missing. I'm missing a few comments, I think. Oh, gotcha. Okay, I've seen it now. Okay, make a guess the gonk. I could do that eventually. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, so this is the base of the gonk droid so far. And then what we're going to do is to make him kind of match this one a little bit, we're going to add some panels to the side. Then give him probably like some scary looking eyes. And that will make him still look like a droid. Okay, so now what I'd like to ask is, would you like him to have... No, should we do a brick built cowboy hat? Or should we use like just a regular Lego cowboy hat? I'm leaning towards brick built at the moment. I think brick built would look better. Okay. Oh, this one's actually starting to look really cool, I think. I think we're onto something with this one, with doing the black and brown. Okay, I'm seeing brick built for cowboy hat. Okay, yeah, I will do a brick built cowboy hat. Oh, I accidentally placed the wrong piece. Okay, so this is what we've got for him so far. We're staying to the black and brown color scheme. And I think what we'll do for the hat is make his hat brown, but with a black band. So we're adding a little bit of color. So that it's not just a black hat on top of a black gonk droid. Because otherwise it'll be hard to tell where the hat begins and where the body ends. There we go. So at the moment he kind of just looks like just a black and brown gonk droid. But once we add the hat, I'm also decreeing that we're going to make his legs a little bit longer. Some of them I like to give 2 stud toe legs. I can't really explain when I decide these things. It's just vibes I get from looking at them. And what we're going to do is, after we do the IKEA gonk droid... Actually, no, we might do one more. After we do the gonk droids, though, we are going to do some Pokemon. So there we go. Now he's a little bit taller. Name him Arthur. You know what? I will name him Arthur. Okay, I'm looking for the piece that I need. Okay, time to add the hat. Okay. Trying to find a 3x2. And they're all at the bottom of the pile. Okay, I'm gonna have to make a law about this, like a scientific law. And it's a theory right now, but I think it's true. Is that if I'm looking for a type of Lego piece, it will always be on the bottom of the pile. It's never at the top. It's always at the bottom of the pile. And I don't know how, it just always is. Man, really? I cannot see a 3x2. I just need one more 3x2, man. Okay, this is kind of wild. Where are they? I found one. I only had to dump like all of them, but that's okay. Okay, so we got the start of the cowboy hat. It's gonna look ridiculous for now, but we're gonna add some shape to it. Ah, I found a piece that I dropped before. I'm gonna just put all of that back in that case, shelf thing. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of round off the hat a little bit. And I just realized I technically, you know, I'm not gonna grab more 3x2s. I'm gonna use a different piece and not have to dump that again. I should have realized I was gonna need one. But I can use these pieces instead. Just need 3 more 1x1s. Need a 2x2. Okay. Add a clip piece with the revolver. That's not a bad idea. We might do that. Sorry, I got so focused on building this gunk droid, I realized I hadn't looked at chat for a bit. So I will catch up on that in just a moment once I've grabbed these pieces. Okay, so I'm putting those pieces on. I'm gonna catch up on chat. Okay, I'm not gonna call him Arthur Morgan. We'll call him just Arthur for this. Let's see. Okay. I mean, you can decide that his last name is more... Wow, I just realized his hat is humongous. Do we make his hat smaller, or do we commit to the fact he's got a giant hat? Comment below. Do you think we should have just a gigantic cowboy hat? Or should he have... You want a smaller one? Yeah, we probably should do a smaller one. I'm seeing small... Okay, I'm seeing a little bit of division. Commit, giant, small... Oh, it's about even. Okay, we're going to try the giant hat and see what it looks like. We're going to see what it looks like. And then if it's hideous, we can rebuild it. Okay. So now is going to be that. It's kind of funny. Whenever I'm doing custom builds on live stream, there's a lot of pressure because these actually take a long time. And when I'm doing these live, I try to build a little bit faster so it's not really boring for you guys. That doesn't always work. Sometimes I'm a little slow. But that's honestly one of the trickier things with doing this, is that I feel like I'm going too slow almost the whole time. I just feel like I'm going too slow. Okay. Okay, so his hat is very big at the moment, but we're going to see how it looks. It honestly looks a little dumb, but I want to finish the hat first before I say anything. That's what the hat looks like so far. I can't decide if it's endearingly stupid or if it's just actually dumb. But yeah, we're building, for those who just came in, we're making a cowboy gunk droid. I think I can modify the hat just a little bit to see if we can get it to match a little bit better. But I want to see what you guys think about... Okay, I'm seeing some division on the giant hat, which is okay. Because this is how custom building works, is you end up going back and forth a lot. Okay, so the same... Okay, how about this? I think I've got a good compromise, so you can stop spamming giant or small. How about we make one small hat, one giant hat, and in the video, we have people vote on which one's better. So this is the giant cowboy hat. And we're going to make a smaller one and see if that looks better. If see which one actually does better on the actual video. Okay. But there we go. Okay, so by nature, a smaller hat isn't going to have as much detail, but I do think it looks pretty cool. I'm going to add a little bit more detail to it, to both the hats, actually. And then we are going to add a clip so that he can hold a revolver. But no, this is fun. I like this whole, like, collaborative building while streaming. That's a lot of fun. And I just realized the Space Baby's down here. We should put him where he's, like, actually in view still. There we go. He can be next to the Mountain Dew. Okay. Let's see. Backyard Blockbusters just subscribed. Thank you so much. Welcome to the studs. It is great to have you here. I am very excited. Video engagement, the views will be off the chart. The video engagement for this stream has been the highest I've had it since, I think, last year, because I stopped streaming for a bit there. I got really busy, and then I was also sick for a bit. A lot of January, actually. But anyway, I've already talked to you about that, and I'm tired of being sick, and I'm not now, so I don't have to worry about it. Okay, so we're going to add just a little bit of plate pieces to the hats to make them have a little bit more depth. Okay, actually, it's going to work on the big hat, not the little hat. We're not adding too much here, but it's adding just a little bit of detail. So now the big hat has a little bit of more texture on the sides. There we go. Fluid, we are not a cult. You can't say we're not a cult, because then people will think we're a cult. We're not a cult. We are Lego fans. No, that's actually not much better either. Anyway, we're going to add a clip to the Lego Gonk Droid so he can hold a revolver. Because that is a very good idea. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm just going to reach down for the piece I need. Let's see. Oh, man. See, I actually don't play the Red Dead games, so I'm not getting, like, I'm going to make a cowboy build, because that's cool. It doesn't matter if I haven't played the game, but it is funny, because I'm not getting any of the references right now. Okay, so we do need, so we've got him right here. We just need to add the revolver, and I'll go grab them right now. Which means I get to introduce you to one of my favorite storage things. This is my case of minifigure accessories. So, I've got lots of categories. We've got Minecraft ones that's just filled with Minecraft pieces. But one of the best ones is my America box. And my America box, as you might have guessed, is just guns. Like, a lot of guns. And I know I have a revolver in here somewhere. Yep, there's one. Okay. Just getting him to hold on to that. Okay, we're gonna put this away for a bit. Okay. So we're going to, what I'm actually gonna do is okay, there we go. So I'm gonna have a poll for which hat is better, even though I'm going to include both in the video. I like all the American flags I'm seeing. America. Okay, I'm not going to start the poll until I've showed the hats yet. So we have the small hat for our Cowboy Gonk Droid. I'm probably going to call him the Cowboy Outlaw, maybe. Or maybe just Cowboy. Either one works. And then we have... It's more like a bowler hat than a cowboy hat, but it's so funny. And then we've got the giant... It's so silly. I can't wait to have people vote on that in the comments. Okay, here we go. I have started the poll. Vote on which one is better. And whichever one is better is the one that I'm going to set as the default hat. Okay, the next one. We are going to make an IKEA Gonk Droid. So that was Demon Bacon's idea because he's from Sweden, as he's been calling it IKEA land. Looks like the votes are split 50-50 on the hat so far. So, already I can tell you this. When I do the video for the short, because all the custom Gonk Droids get their own YouTube short. So what I'm going to do is with the IKEA one, the beginning of the video is going to be that it's shipped in pieces. So it'll be an IKEA Gonk Droid assembly required. And then I'll build it on the short. But obviously I've got to design it now. So we're going to make it in the color scheme of IKEA. So we're going to be using blue and yellow. And then I think I'm going to give him some tools. Demon Bacon, can you comment below some like tools that you think would, because I haven't really built. Oh yeah, no, I will screenshot the comment of who came up with the idea. If people comment an idea, I put the comment in the video. Your comment will be in the video. That's how I do those. I'll screenshot them after the stream's done though, because that way I can screenshot them without having, because right now if I look at the chat, it's got the background of the stream in it and it won't look as good. Yeah, no, Ricardo, yeah, if it's your Gonk Droid, you get a picture of your comment with the video. Okay, so let's start the IKEA Gonk Droid. So basically, we need to see what pieces I have in blue and yellow that I can use for the feet. Because those are like pieces that I don't necessarily have in a bunch of colors. So, for the feet, we're going to use these. Because pieces like these have been used for the older Gonk Droids. And I think it will be funny that way. Plus, I've got blue Lego studs I can use. Okay, so what I'm going to do also right now is submit your votes for the cowboy hat if you haven't yet. Because in 5 seconds, I am going to end the poll over which hat is going to be the default. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Giant is the one that won, so I don't know if you're just trying to meme me, but don't worry. Both will be in the video. This is just going to be how I'm storing him for now. He kind of looks like a mushroom Gonk Droid now. Okay. That's a derby hat. That's honestly pretty accurate. Okay, so now I'm just gonna pull up IKEA logo as a reference image. Okay, so it's just blue and yellow. I can do that. So So now it's just a matter of adding details that make sense for the IKEA Gunk Droid. Although I really like the idea of the whole assembly required bit. Let's see, and we actually need to leave a clip so that he can hold his tools. So we're going to add that as well. Oh, I need to pull the comments back up. I pulled up the IKEA logo, but then my comments disappeared. Nope, don't make the logo bigger. I just need to be able to see my comments. There we go. Giant hat looks like a derby hat. Oh, it definitely does. I'm not going to pretend that the giant hat is, like, technically, logistically designed better, but it is funnier. But don't worry, in the video, I'm going to give people the option of which one is better, and we'll see what they decide in the chat. I could honestly see it going either way, because I think what could happen is there's one of two things. Is people be like, oh, the giant hat looks silly. Or they'll be like, it looks silly, and then they'll all vote for that one. But yeah, don't worry. Both of them will be in the video. Okay. So we've got the base of our IKEA Gunk Droid. He's going to be a little bit taller, because I'm going to add layers of blue and yellow. Just because I think that'll make it look better. And now for his eyes is what we're going to make next. There we go. Almost finished with him. And since IKEA is very professional, we're actually going to give him, like, a smooth top to the top of his head if we have the pieces for it. We do. Nice. Bacon, man, I do something like this on my channel, not a gunk thing. But yeah, I mean, if you start doing custom gunk droids, I'm honestly not even going to be mad, because it'd be cool to know that a trend that someone suggested to me on this channel inspired someone else. Like, as long as you don't, like, take verbatim the pieces that I made to make the exact same thing, I'd be completely cool with it. I'd say go for it. That'd be cool. Brick-built aliens would be really cool. I think that'd be a very cool idea. Okay, so time to give the IKEA Gunk Droid some tools. So I think you said a screwdriver would be best. I might have one. I'm not 100% sure. But here is what he looks like at the moment. He's essentially just the IKEA logo, but a Gunk Droid. Pretzel! You passed your permit test? Nice. No, I was really scared when I drove for the first time, too. That is really cool, though. I am proud of you, man. That is super cool. Okay. So I've got wrenches. I don't know if I have a screwdriver. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think I have one. Yeah, okay. So basically, which wrench do you think we should use? Should we use silver or black for the Gunk Droid? I'm going to show both. So we've got, this is what he looks like with the black wrench. I'm not going to give the IKEA Gunk Droid a revolver. The cowboy already has one. And then we have the silver wrench. Okay, sorry if you just heard a thud. The Serena the cat, which I thought had left this room, just hit her head jumping out of the closet. And now she's waiting for me to open the door. I will be right back. Serena, what are you doing? crazy cat. Okay, let's see. Looks like Silva. Okay, Silva's a good pick. I like that. I was kind of hoping that's where we'd go, but I like this collaborative building when we're doing the ideas all together. Okay, so what we're going to do now is Fluid. That's me, guys. Nice. We're going to try. Let's see, what time is it? Oh, it's not even 9:30 yet. I'm gonna keep going. We're not done yet. So here's IKEA Gunk Droid. Here is Cowboy Gunk Droid with the big hat. And here is Cowboy Gunk Droid with the little hat. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the Pokemon idea. So, Robot Ham, if you are still in the chat, if you remember a couple weeks ago, I made a short asking people for ideas on Pokemon that I can build at a minifig scale. Because Pokemon are typically smaller than people. So, I'm going to try to build at least one tonight. Pancham? I don't know what Pancham is. I don't know that one. See, it's gonna depend on how tall he is. Yeah, so he's only 2 feet tall. That means he's not even up to leg height on a person. So we'll see. So I'm probably gonna start with some ones that we decided were easy-ish. Oh man, I should have had the comments already pulled up, but that's okay. We will get. I'm gonna pull these up real quick. Let's see. We need to pull up YouTube Studio because that's where all the comments go. When I typed YouTube and put YouTube Studio, that was like a horror game thumbnail that was like right at the center, and I wasn't ready for it. And I almost got jump scared just opening YouTube. Yay! Okay, contents. Shorts. Okay, I'm trying to remember how long ago I did this one. Okay, I need your help building Lego Pokemon. There we go. How do I see the comments just for this video? There we go. No, not unresponded, because I responded to all of them. Okay. Wailord is a really big one, so I'm not going to do Wailord right now. I'm looking through the list. Okay, I'm going to start with... Man, all the ones that I thought were easy, I cannot find. What is wrong? I can't find anything. Let's see. Man, I remember looking at the list and like seeing a bunch where I'm like, oh, I could do this. And now I'm really struggling. How big is Snorlax? Let's see. Is he bigger than a person? I feel like he's bigger than a person. Okay, he's about as tall as a person, which is crazy. I think he's wide. He's as wide as he is tall, though. So he actually could be a good one. So let's do Snorlax first, I think. Let's see. I got a little behind on the comments. Let me pull the comments back up. Okay. Little Bear Man is one that Robot Ham said. Oh, you were reacting to the Pancham one. Let's see. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna need a little bit of help with Snorlax. What color is he? Because I'm seeing it as kind of like a grayish green, but I'm unsure right now. What color is he? If someone could help me with Snorlax, That'd be very helpful. Well, I know I could use... Oh, he's mostly white and blue. Man, the picture I'm looking at is weird then. Like a navy-ish blue. Okay, I'm going to show you some colors that I have. And we'll see what we can get closest to. Okay. Is this a good Snorlax color? We've got this one. And this is for the not white part of him. And then we've also got this color for Snorlax. We've got these two options at the moment. Let me see. I think I have another batch that... No, that one's not quite right. Second one is perfect. Second one, okay. We're gonna go with the second one. Okay. So, and then for the rest of him, is it more... Let me just pull up the... Is the rest of him more white or tan? Which would technically be closer. Because there isn't anything in between these, so these are my two picks for the rest of him. Yeah, I'm just gonna do one of these two. Tan, tan. I feel like people are looking at pictures of Snorlax to help. Those are both fluid, you're evil. These are not both yellow. I've sorted them so they're not next to yellow on purpose. That was mean, but really funny. Okay. So, the cool thing is... Oh, okay, and then Robert Ham says white. I keep going back and forth. I mean, if it doesn't work, I have a good amount of both, and I can substitute it if need be. Oh, great. Now it's like 50-50. Oh, why is it so divisive? That's like even. It is technically closer to white, is what I'm seeing. It's just that it's such a light tan, that white is closer. I'm gonna go with white. And then if it doesn't work, I can always rebuild it. So, here's the tricky part. Because we're doing them to scale, Snorlax is 6'2", but he's clearly wider than he is tall. So, if we're gonna say that this minifig, this is the one I use, this is my channel mascot, this is Chris Comedies. Well, he actually does have another name, but I will reveal it at 10,000 subscribers. I'll reveal his original name. So subscribe if you want to find out this character's name. But anyway, if we take him at my height, which is about 5'10", 5'11"-ish, Snorlax shouldn't be much taller than him. I can go, I'll accept a brick taller than him, and he can be about 2 bricks wider, because Snorlax is definitely wider than he is tall. So, that's where this becomes tricky, because apparently I don't have as many of this piece as I thought. No, not just that, is that I'm trying to build to scale. That's this tricky part with this. So what I think might be helpful is if I build like his round belly first and build around him. That way I can get the scale correct from the get-go. So we're gonna build his round belly. Because his belly is most of him. Like, he's got a head on top, but most of Snorlax is just belly. So, I think... Okay, so this is Snorlax's belly. I know it's not much yet, but this is what we're going to start with. Okay. Also, for those that are worried that really in between both colors would be best, I am going to color grade the footage a little bit. Because also, there's the understanding LEGO only does certain colors. So don't worry too much about the color. That just helps me have a good starting point. So now we're going to build around him. So we've got sideways building pieces. We do have slope pieces, which will be rather helpful, I think, actually. Ooh, actually, yeah. We can actually... That could be... Yeah, I think... He's gonna be a little tall, I think. But again, I'm getting as close to scale as I can. I know for a fact it's not gonna be perfect. Because Pokemon are just not as big as people think they are. Actually... To make it even funny, we should have his gut actually stick out a little bit. I think that'll be funny. I'm gonna do that. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. I think you can kind of see the shape we're going for. Although, I think about it, I need to be able to attach his head to the back. There's a few ways I can do that. Okay, I know I had 2 of this piece. Where did it go? At least I thought I did. Okay, I might have to improvise a little bit. I feel like I do have 2 of this piece, though. Okay, so I'm going to show you an illegal Lego building technique. Well, I don't think it's actually illegal. So, I have one of these pieces that can attach to the bottom of studs like that. But I don't have another one. So what you do is you get one of these. And you get 2 Technic half pins. So that's these pieces right here. And then you can stick them right into this gap like so. It's not going to be perfect. They're going to be off by about like 0.5 millimeter, but it is not noticeable. And I am now noticing this is going to make my Snorlax quite susceptible to rolling around. But I'm honestly not bothered by that, because that's kind of what he does. Also, if you notice me saying some Pokemon lore wrong, I'm a new fan of Pokemon. Not like this year, but like I started... I say it was last year is when I started getting into Pokemon. Robot Ham's actually the one that got me into it, so it's his fault. So, now what we're gonna do, and we're sticking pretty close to the scale we're aiming for, so I'm actually really happy about that. Because I'll be honest, I was a little worried that I'm not gonna be able to stick to scale. Okay, I'm gonna finish his belly. Because it's funny. Okay, we're gonna grab some slope pieces. There's a few ways to do this, but I think this way is gonna look the best. Okay, so here's what we've got so far. We've got Snorlax's belly. We've got his shoulders up here. Pokemon is super cool until you realize Kyle is taller than Charizard. That's funny. Bacon, I'm back. Just gotta edit the fight right now. Oh, you're working on your video right now. That's a good job. Nicely done with the multitasking. Okay, so in order to add all of the details, I don't think he's gonna necessarily look amazing from every single angle, but we're gonna get him as close as we can to not looking ridiculous. That is the goal. Is not quite ridiculous. Okay. So we're gonna actually... Okay. Gonna put the navy pieces to the side for a bit. The other thing that's interesting to note with making minifigs to scale like this is that Pokemon to scale of minifigs is that Lego minifigs are automatically actually not quite human scaled. So you're already going to be doing these approximate. But it's still, I think, a fun building challenge to force myself into building at this scale. And we're going to be using more half pins. So these are going to be Snorlax's feet. They look ridiculous right now. But what I'm doing is we've got anti-studs right there. Going to connect that in like so. And one right there. And that's going to make his feet stick out. And then we're going to use some studs for that. There we go. This also goes without saying, when I'm building at a scale like these builds aren't going to be as stable as like an official Lego set. This is like, can I get it to scale? It's not, is this the most stable build ever? Because I can already tell you the answer to that. The answer is no, it's not very stable. But that's okay. And as soon as I dumped those pieces, I just realized that there was a better way I could build this part. That's how it often goes. But that's okay. I'm noticing I've also got a lot of dust on these navy pieces. I don't know what's up with that. Okay. Trying to add a little bit of curve to him now on the sides like this. I'm trying to figure out how I connect tan pieces like that. He technically has arms, but they're really short and stubby, so I can kind of connect them in the back however I want. Actually, wait a minute. I just figured out how to connect them. Okay, I just answered my own problem. Yeah, and this makes... Yep, this is almost completely to scale. Not quite perfect, but not bad. Okay, I just need one more 1x2. Oh, surely I have another 1x2. I mean, if not, I can stack plate pieces, which is what it looks like I'll have to do, but that is okay. Let's see. Sorry, I got a little bit behind. Place your bets. Do you think Jim Bubbly will show up? I hope so. Although I do believe he might be busy with family today. I can't remember. There we go. Okay, so this is Snorlax's body so far. So now we're just getting to adding his face, which is asleep, which makes sense. Okay, and I believe I've got pieces. That's not gonna work. Gonna have to. He's got ears that are kind of pointy, so I'm trying to figure out how to best do those. Let's see. Let's see. There's a few ways to do this, which I know I've said a lot. Let's see. Okay, if Snorlax is only 6'2", Ash's Snorlax is like 9 feet at least in the anime. Oh man, that's... Okay, yeah, I am going by the Pokedex entry. Man, that's crazy. Oh, 6'11". I've been going over like 6'2". Okay, so he's taller, so I can actually add a little bit more detail to the head then. Yeah, 6'11" would be like a head taller than this guy. Okay, never mind. That's actually the scale we were at. That's good. That backs up what we were doing. There we go. So far, the main thing I'm trying to figure out right now is how to do his ears. Oh, and I'll see you next time, Epic Berry. Sorry I didn't catch you before. Thank you for stopping on by. I'll catch you next time. Yeah, I don't know why I was saying 6'2". But yeah, no, he is 6'11". Oh, I found a piece that can work for an ear. I just need one more. And if there's one of this piece in here, there's probably another one. Please. Come on, I just need one more cheese wedge. I'm not finding one. No. Oh, this is sad. Did I put it in another one? Man, I only have one cheese wedge. Why is that? That's really weird. They usually come in sets of 2. I can adapt this, though. Okay, so just because of the pieces I have, I'm making his ears a little bit bigger. Just because I don't have the small piece that I... Oh, wait a minute. He's asleep. One ear can just be lower than the other. Like he's doing like the cute, like, half asleep ear twitch thing. There we go. Yeah, that's what the excuse is. He's got one ear that's down because he's asleep. He is my Lego Snorlax minifig for scale. So he's meant to be 7'11". So he might be... I probably actually could fit another... It depends if you count this as 6 foot or whatever. This is actually pretty close to scale. So obviously if we had printed pieces, he could have like a printed face right here. I don't have one, but we now have a Lego Snorlax. Now, is he perfect from every angle? No, from this side he's kind of weird. But this side, he looks like actually like Snorlax. That actually turned out a lot better than I thought it would. Because part of my whole idea of doing a Lego Pokemon to scale video is that I wasn't sure that it was actually going to work. Man, I'm excited. That makes me feel a lot better about some of the other ones I'm trying. Okay, so next, I think we're gonna do... Let's see. I need to check the size of some of my favorite Pokemon Actually, that reminds me. Could people in the chat let me know on this one? Okay, I've been saying the plural of Pokemon as just like one Pokemon, two Pokemon. Is it Pokemons or just Pokemon? I think the plural of Pokemon is just Pokemon. But if I'm saying that wrong, let me know. Okay, my favorite Pokemon's Ghastly, and I'd really like to make him. He's the size of... He's about 4'3". So he's... It's gonna be tricky to get eyes on him. I think I can do it, though. It's not gonna be a perfect one, but I think I've got a minifig piece that actually will work for Ghastly a little bit. Not perfectly, but close. I don't know. I'm gonna have to research Pancham more. He's really tiny, and tiny ones are hard. But Ghastly's gonna be tricky, and he's only a floating head. Okay, let me pull chat back up. Okay, the plural Pokemon is just Pokemon. Perfect. Okay, I just realized I can do some really cool piece usage here. Okay, so I have this Lego head that's like a glitched out human face. I want you to be honest about what I'm trying, because I only just had the idea. I don't know if it's going to look good. In fact, it probably won't. I just want to see how it looks. Yeah, it doesn't quite work. I tried having a Spider-Verse helmet on, but it doesn't. It's too much purple. It is too much purple. So we're not going to use that, but we are going to use the head. So my plan is just to add some purple particle effects around him. And that will be Ghastly. Oh, and I also know that some people told me that, I think it's in Pokemon Arceus, or Legends Arceus, however that's pronounced, that they introduced alpha Pokemon, which are like Pokemon that are different sizes. I get that I can do that, but I'm trying to not rely on that too much, because I want to try building them to scale. And if I do it that way, I feel like that's a little bit too easy. I'm glad that, yeah, I think it was a cool idea to try that helmet. It wasn't quite the right color, but the shape of it wasn't bad. Yeah, alphas are like double the size, and I know I could do that. Like, if I ever do a stop motion where I want to do Pokemon, I'm probably actually not going to do minifig scale, because when you're doing stop motion, you want to have, like, joints that make sense, but I could still try it. We'll see what happens. Okay. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. I think, actually, wait a minute. I've got some transparent clear pieces, and when you're building Lego, it's understood that anything that's completely transparent is supposed to be invisible. So I think if I do that, yep, I think I've got my method. Oh, I just realized this head is double-sided. It's got a smiley face and then a frowny face. Ironically, Ghastly is actually smiling. So we're going to keep the smiley one up. But it's funny. That's how it actually works. Okay. Let's see. Legends EA is good, not great in my opinion. Very good even. I'd be interested to try one of the Legends ones. The new Megas are super fun and creative with few exceptions. Nice. What are you about to 3D print, Fluid? I'm curious. This is a little tricky, to be honest, but we're going to figure this out. There's a few different ways to do this. That could work. Okay, I have an idea. Although I'm already not super confident in it, but I'm going to try it at least once. Although I can't even find the first piece that I need. That's not a good start. There we go, that'll work. I mean, I'm trying so many different ways to do, like, the purple particles around Ghastly. Like, I'm even trying this. I don't think that quite is right. I'm getting there, though. Every failed attempt is one step closer to getting Ghastly to look ghastly. Okay, I think I've got it. Again, it's not going to be perfect because the scale we're working at is really weird. I think technically this Ghastly is actually going to be a little small. Ah, man, that actually is really not working. You know, there's only so much we can do with it at this size. So I think Snorlax turned out better, but I'm liking the particle for this. But I think I'm going to add more. This is what we've got for Ghastly so far. I know there's that black clip that makes him look taller that I can't really avoid. But I'm liking this. I think just more particles will sell the illusion. Okay, there we go. Okay, I got a little bit behind on comments, though. Okay. I'm glad that you're liking Ghastly. I was a little... Again, these are still kind of experimental. I need to stop doing disclaimers. I'm having fun. This is turning out cool. This is a good time. Why isn't this connecting? Oh, I see why. I need to add studs in between the layers, otherwise it's going to bend the pieces. Okay, I think we're finished with Ghastly for now. This is my Lego Ghastly, the Pokemon. It is my favorite Pokemon. I think Snorlax turned out better so far, but I think that people that know Pokemon, I think, would be able to tell that they're both which ones they are. So I think that is a good sign in and of itself. Okay. And I've got some things I've got to do tonight. Let's see, how long? We've been streaming for almost 3 hours. So what we're going to do is we've got more suggestions. Okay, stay tuned. I am going to be making more Pokemon, but we're actually going to probably wrap it up for tonight, because I've got some work that I can't stream that I've got to get to. But before we stop, we got to do our Bible verse for the day. So let me pull that up. Okay. Okay, so it's actually going to be 3 verses, well, a couple verses today, because we want to finish the thought of the Bible verses. So I'm going to read the Bible passage for the day. We're going to be starting in Proverbs 6 and verse 16. These 6 things does the Lord hate, yea, 7 are an abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, as heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. Okay, so those are our 3 verses for the day. And again, this is a point throughout the Bible. All sin is evil, but if you look at these ones in particular, look at how they affect other people. A proud look, a lying tongue, those are going to hurt other people. Hands that shed innocent blood, those are going to hurt people. A heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, basically a heart that's continuously thinking wicked things. Feet that be swift to running into mischief, people that run into trouble easily. A false witness that speaketh lies, and he that sows discord among the brethren, which means that's someone that gets everyone always constantly into fights. So obviously, all sin is bad, but keep those ones in mind specifically throughout this week. And I'm going to catch up with the comments, and then we will close it for tonight. Let's see. And thank you. I appreciate you staying, even if this isn't something you believe. I love getting to share the Bible with people, so the more the merrier. I will always be happy to have you here. Okay, so I think I'm all caught up on the chat. So you all have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for spending your time with me this evening. It was a lot of fun, and I shall see you all next time. Have a good one, and remember, God is good. Oh, sorry, you have one more question before I leave. But Chris, when will we be streaming next time? I will be streaming on Monday. That is the plan. So Monday, probably around 7:30. I want to try to keep doing that. So same time as today. Have a good one, and remember, God is good.